I'm making this video because I just was looking out the window and I noticed that I have stayed at 5 hotels on this street. You see this hotel right here? I'm trying to point. This one. It's called Gunai Hotel. I've stayed there. And I was tracked and gassed out there. And now, do you see this hotel right here? It's called Hotel Meki. I stayed there, and it was really, really bad at Hotel Meki. There was a young guy working at the reception desk, and because they already figured that I would be coming there, he already knew about me before I got there. And they put me on the first floor so that the chemicals could be sent to my room extra quickly and easily. And it was a miserable experience at that hotel. Even though it doesn't look like much on the outside, the rooms are actually really nice, to be honest. I was very surprised. The hotel I'm at right now is this place. If I don't want to fall out the window, but it's called Grand Palace something, Onush or something like that. And then here's another hotel that I've stayed at. I've stayed at Lal Hotel. The treatment wasn't good here. There are a lot of Africans that stay here from Somalia and Sudan, and they're treated well. But for me, I wasn't treated well because obviously they got the phone call, and the normal thing that they do when they get the phone call. They say negative stuff that's not true to influence the people at the hotel that you're going to be staying at so that you can not have a pleasurable experience. And so it will give the people that work at the hotel and the owner of the hotel the freedom to allow for chemicals to be put into your room. So yeah, in this hotel, they did have a breakfast, and that was a good thing at Lal Hotel. But the receptionist that worked in the early morning to the afternoon, he was a bitch. And that's not an understatement. Quite honestly, I'm probably being nice by saying that, but he hated me with a passion, even though I've never done anything to him. That's not my fault. But, there's some people that are informed and they play it cool. They don't like you, but they at least play it cool. And then there are people like him who are the bitches. And he was very terrible. Very terrible. It's really sad the world has so many terrible people that make it easy for the good people. Sometimes the people that are being terrible, they think that they're actually being good by being terrible because they have a reason to be terrible, because they've been told something about me, and they've been told something that they think is true when it's not. And quite honestly, even if they know it's not true, they're happy that they have a reason to treat someone poorly like me, because perhaps I'm someone who he doesn't want to respect anyway, and because he treats the Africans at his hotel with respect, though he doesn't want to. I've given him a good reason to be himself and to treat someone black without respect. People, there are a lot of people out there who you'll never know that they're racist until they have a reason to do something against you. They just have to be told the smallest thing to retaliate against you. And then down here, there's another hotel that I stayed at. This is probably the first hotel that I've stayed at on this street. It's this one here. It's called Hotel Essen Palace. This hotel was a dump. Okay, a dump. And it was really terrible at that hotel. They were really very, very terrible with the chemicals and moving the chairs above. And I remember one night they started pumping chemicals at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I got up and I actually went out and started walking in the street because they were pumping so many chemicals. And then the receptionist and also the guy that brings the luggage up for the guests, he was so adamant that I didn't leave out, and they tried to pretend like it was so dangerous for me to go out at night and someone to try to rob me or slit my throat. That's exactly what he said. They didn't want me to go out because they had started the chemicals to being injected, and they did not want me to leave because it would have made their work in vain. Because, to my knowledge, once they start the chemicals to going in the room, they can't easily turn the chemicals off. So it was kind of like they did that all for nothing. But it was just so terrible, so very terrible at that hotel. And I pray to God that he curses them. But yeah, I think the worst two hotels, I'm not even say the worst two hotels, because you know who's listening to this video, and they'd love to know. They love to know. And as I'm in this hotel right now, as I'm in this hotel right now, they're gassing me out a lot. They send the chemicals through the heating, because you know it's something about the heat waves that activates, or the temperature that activates the chemicals and makes them more strong. I think that it's gas, but I also think that it's something else that's mixed. But yeah, you know, I'm blessed, and I'm not making this video to complain, just in case people watch my videos and think that I am and should be grateful. I am grateful, but I want to broadcast all the dirty things that these dirty Americans do, these dirty American military personnel. I want to broadcast everything that they do, because they are always telling other countries what to do, and then telling countries that they violate human rights. But look at what they're doing to me. Look at what they're doing to my mother. Look at what they did to my aunt before she died. They are the type of people to tell everyone that they're doing wrong, but they don't even follow the rules. You know, they want to tell Iran about violating human rights, but quite honestly, when people in Iran